Karis here. I just wanted to take a quick second and talk about why I didn't post anything on social media in November. I know I briefly addressed it on my Instagram, but I didn't put anything on YouTube. My brother contracted COVID at the end of October, and 2 weeks later on November 2nd, he passed away. My brother wasn't vaccinated. And I know that a lot of people think that, the pandemic's over and maybe you're on the fence about getting vaccinated or going to get your booster. And I just wanted to take a second to urge everyone who's watching my video, if you're thinking about getting vaccinated and you haven't, you should. The pandemic isn't over. People are still dying every single day. And it's imperative we do whatever we can to stop this disease from spreading and killing our loved ones. On that note, I'll flip the camera over and we will do today's flip through, which is the Seasons of the Witch Yule Oracle. Hi everyone, Karis here, and today we start the Yule and Christmas season, and I will be unboxing several Yule and Christmas themed decks. We will start today with the Seasons of the Witch Yule Oracle by Lorraine Anderson and Juliet Diaz. This is illustrated by Guidebook Rose. This probably looks familiar because in October, I flipped through the Seasons of the Witch Samhain Oracle by the same creators. This deck is published by Rockpool Publishing and retails for $21.95 US. It's in a pretty sturdy 2-piece box, so definitely something you can keep on the shelf. There's the guidebook, which is in full color, but we'll get to that in a bit. The inside of the box is this very pretty green, and it's very Yule themed, of course. The cards themselves are a pretty good thickness of cardstock. They are glossy. They have these beautifully green gilded edges, which I adore. The Samhain Oracle had red gilding. And it has that same design on the back, but these are green. I believe the Samhain Oracle was black, if I remember correctly. And that was our flip through of the Seasons of the Witch Yule Oracle. We'll give the cards a shuffle, and we'll draw one and read from the guidebook so you can see what that's like. They shuffle relatively easily, much the same as any mass market deck. And we will ask, what card best describes your personality? The unknown. Think on it and you will stumble, for the heart is a ghost upon the unknown. Let it bleed into the depths, bearing nothing but desire. Then we have the guidebook here. Keywords: potential, creativity, and risk. And then it just has a repeat of what the card itself says. The unknown is wide open to you now, and pulling this card is a sign that your creative power and ability to manifest your dreams is growing. Take advantage of this unusual period of support and abundance. Visualize all your deepest desires and greatest wishes. Be the master of your canvas and paint the image of your dreams. Will you dare to entertain your biggest goals? The unknown requires you to be willing to take a risk. What you want cannot be achieved from a place of comfort or in doing what you already know. With significant risk comes great rewards, and the unknown says now is the time to take a leap of faith. Do not be afraid to fail. Even failure has values and lessons that will help you grow. Be bold and be willing to go against conformity for the sake of freedom and divine alignment with your soul's purpose. So this deck's personality is all about helping you to take risks to manifest the life that you desire, which I think is a great thing to have, especially this time of year, going into goal setting. A lot of people look inward and start to set goals for the coming year, and a deck that can kind of spur you on in those endeavors is a really great tool to have at your disposal. So let's talk about the guidebook. This is in full color, and it starts with the contents. Has a little section about each of the authors, the illustrator, and there's images throughout the guidebook. In the introduction, it talks about Yule, and they apologize for the lack of people of color in their Samhain Oracle deck. We want to send you our deepest and most sincere apology for not showing up for people of color in our previous deck of this series. We are people of color authors, and we have long recognized the call for diversity in magic. Magic comes in all shapes, colors, sizes, and what seems like an unlimited number of ways to practice. But we won't lie to you. It's taken us years of personal practice to understand the need for better representation in the magical community. Not because we didn't want to see it, but because issues about race are generational wounds that take time to heal. When we created Seasons of the Witch, Samhain Oracle, neither of us was ready to face the manifestation of the people of color wound in ourselves. We were trying to teach magic in the most accessible ways, and sadly, we'd lost our cultural roots for a time. Seasons of the Witch, Samhain Oracle was well on its way to publication by the time we realized our mistake. When we began to create Yule, we knew, without a doubt, that people of color had to be represented. We've done and redone many of the cards to infuse a more robust cultural presence within this deck, and we have every intention of improving on this as the series goes on. We want you to know that we hear you, and we see the need for more diversity in magic, and we're ready to help bring about this change. There is a lot of diversity in the Beltane Oracle that they have coming out this spring. They talk about the witch image, a note on religion, how to use the cards, including invocations, using the cards beyond Yule, so not just this time of year. You can use them as daily guidance cards, as daily reflection cards, or as intention cards. Then there are some card spreads here. And you, of course, can use these both with this Seasons of the Witch deck or with any of the tarot decks or oracle decks you'd like. But there are definitely a lot of options provided here. Then it goes into the descriptions for each of the cards. And in certain sections, like Candle Magic, in addition to the description of the card meaning, they also have these magic tips, or I know for the forest, they have different types of trees for Yule. So different magic tips relating to the individual cards and, what they're discussing. And then at the end, there's an acknowledgement page and a little bit about the Seasons of the Witch Beltane Oracle and a blurb about the Samhain Oracle. And that is my flip through of the Seasons of the Witch Yule Oracle by Lorraine Anderson and Juliet Diaz, illustrated by Guidea Rose. If you'd like to pick up this deck for yourself, the details will be in the description box below. Let me know which card was your favorite and if you think you'll pick this deck up for yourself. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell for notifications for when I post a new video. Moving forward, I am planning to do a video every Friday and a new blog post every Wednesday. The link for all of my social media and the link to my website where you can schedule a reading with me is in the description box below. Thanks so much for watching and have a great day.